Today we're going to be rating AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. In this bulky it said, will those cards be Zyber, doable, or will they chaos ensue? Find out with another great Nikachu stream. Alright, we're going to start off with the Black Steed. A sorcery for 7 mana. Each player discards target player's hand. Oh my goodness! Well, that's certainly a doable card. Won't everyone just choose everyone to the left or something? Or it could work in another way, like maybe someone has 0 cards in hand and everyone agrees to like target the person who has 0 cards. Also, what if you have Leyline of Sanctity out where you can't actually be targeted? So you play Black Steed, you got Leyline of Sanctity, everyone else can be targeted, you can't be targeted. Whenever you discard a card, yeah, it could break those effects. Or maybe you want to get your hand discarded. Maybe there's someone at the table, you don't want to discard their hand. This is a very political card. Political, more like a bully card. How could this be a bully card? They all discard the same player's hand that don't Zyber, shred it. Oh, Toilet Duck. Not liking the Black Steed. Each player, no targets. No, each player discards target player's hand. You're discarding their hand, which is a bit bizarre. How can you discard someone else's hand? You only have 1 target here. Discards target players. You can, I don't know, in this world you can hit somebody's hand. This is a great card. I love it. Moving on. We got Rowan, the Silvok of Kalosian. It's a black 3 generic. 5/1 elephant. When pigs fly. Okay, how about elephants? No, that don't count. Alright, we got a flying elephant, and the AI was able to match the art very accurately to the picture. And the art is getting better and better as time goes on. Whenever you cast a spell, if it doesn't, you gain 2 life. What does that mean? Like if it got countered or something? Falling was only the land so easy. Sometimes I want to say that these flavor texts are going so deep, but at the same time I know that it has to be gibberish. If it doesn't what? If it doesn't Zyber? I think if it doesn't come into existence, if it doesn't resolve. That's the way I'm interpreting this. If it don't, you gain 2 life. Anytime a card gets countered, or like if it doesn't have a target when it resolves, you know, effectively countered. If it doesn't fly. Lee Fisher says it doesn't-able. This is it's a pretty awful legend. Hey, it's a 5/1 flying elephant. What's wrong with that? Well, you know, I wouldn't make this my commander, but whatever. It don't doable. Yeah, you know what? I think you guys are right. It don't doable. All right, we move on. Oh my god, it's like a painting of an island in AI-generated form. Okay, I got the Mana Sophos. It's a blue-white sliver. It's a 2/1 artifact sliver. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Mana Sophos, create a treasure token. Kick the living me specimen. The flavor text is doable, I guess. Kick the living. I guess it's referring to themselves. Lodok Ranger. Yeah, that's a doable card. I really have no feedback for this one. It seems like a pretty boring thing. Can anyone abuse this? Can anyone, like, target this a million times with 1 spell? It didn't say ability, so you can't equip it or anything like that. There is some equip for 0 that would break this in half, but you actually have to cast a spell. It's playable? Then that means it's doable, alright? So Leaffish said it is doable. This card does! Yeah, unlike the last one, it doesn't. It's Zybers. I don't know. I don't think it's that Zyberish of a card. Yeah, it's heroic. It's heroic for treasure tokens. They might as well just use the heroic keyword. Okay, hold on. Create a treasure token. It's an artifact with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. I think, okay, so actually, I think it's referring to the Mana Sophos becoming an artifact treasure token. But whatever, let's just assume it meant just a regular treasure token. Alright. It passes. The mail! Everyone loves Mail Day, don't they? It's a red 2 generic aura? Why? Okay, enchant creature. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, you may pay green. If you do, create a 4/4 blue beast creature token. It has counter your opponent and create a 1/1 Eldrazi spawn creature token. It's worth another screaming sound effect. Addendum. That sounds like a real mechanic, but I don't know what that means. If you cast this spell without paying its mana cost, period, that's it. And enchant creature has trample. Enchanted creature can't be blocked by blue creatures. Oh, that's the least of our worries. So, whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, we can pay green to put blue, a 4/4 blue creature. So as much as I have green, basically no one's gonna want to play anything. No Zyber! It danger! It's sort of, you know what? This might be sort of fair. You can kill the creature that it's on in response. It's a clunky aura. You'll want to shred it, huh? Oh yeah, we have to counter the opponent. Yeah, that's no good. Can't be countering them opponents here. Not doable. At all. Addendum is a real mechanic where a sorcery gets extra effects if you cast during your main phase. All right. Well, this thing has enough stuff on it at the same time. How do you counter the opponent? Hey, can I join the game? No! That's how you counter the opponent. Has anyone tried to join a commander game like 5 turns in? It's like, hey friends, I just got here. Can I just like draw my 7 cards and, you know, draw an extra 5 cards for the turns that I lost and put 5 lands in play? No, you get the counter. You counter that opponent, so yeah. The male gets countered. Not doable. Necropap. Brat-Toked Griffin. The black-blue 3 generic Elder Dinosaur. Not really well in frame. It's a planeswalker. Hold on, what the hell? So it's like, it's framed like a planeswalker, but it's got creature, it's got like a name like a creature type. Okay, whenever a player casts a spell, counter it unless that player pays 1 for each card in your graveyard. This thing's broken. Also, it's 5 mana. It's really possible you just build a huge graveyard, play Necropap, and then boom, the game is over. Because no one's going to be able to pay, like, 1 for, like, the 20 cards in your damn graveyard. It's got loyalty. It's got 5 loyalty over here. It's got no loyalty abilities. So it has 0 loyalty abilities, 1 static ability. You just have to attack it. It shuts you off, too. Oh, yeah. So you better... I guess you have to play with dredge creatures? So it might shut you off, but like, if you are a graveyard-based deck, like you're gonna get around it, right? You're gonna have like dredge creatures, you're gonna have like prized amalgam. You have stuff that will reanimate from the graveyard. Maybe you'll have some uncounterable stuff, who cares? Get them Bloodghasts in play. Can't counter abilities, just the spells. As if self-mill CEDH needed another combo, or there already exists. So you need to pay for your spells too, not if they're all abilities. I think this card is beyond stupid. You can get this out pretty early too, if you use the ramp. MTG doesn't like stasis type game stiflers. This is beyond that. At least with stasis, you could cast your spells. I mean, here you can cast your spells too, they're just gonna get countered. I guess the way you beat this is with the green deck, with all the ridiculous uncountable cards. Like the Allosaurus Shepherd, this is like the dinosaur that opposes the Allosaurus Shepherd, or vice versa. They're like both dinosaur-like cards. Anyway, get the hell out of here. Does not Zyber. It broken. Remove. Do we literally not have a single magic card in this game called Remove? Probably not. Okay, red for sorcery. Destroy target non-artifact permanent. That's broken. So basically, just 1 red, blow up a land, blow up creatures, blow up anything. What's funny is it doesn't blow up artifacts. So it's a lightning bolt that doesn't affect, like, you know, a cardboard box, for example. Yeah, land destruction for red. It's not just land destruction, it's planeswalker destruction, creature destruction. We have enchantment destruction in red for a single red. 1 red, blow up enchantments. Too cheap. Hit danger. I agree. We found the red player here. Toilet Duck says it's Zybers. You didn't like those other cards, Toilet Duck, but you like this one. Yeah, more artifact bias. Basically, mono red artifacts can get big. It's the opposite way. Yeah, it is the opposite because usually an R only destroys artifacts, and also usually red just I think red can only destroys artifacts and land. I guess that's all they do, and then just deal a pile of damage. That's a hard no from me. All right, moving on. We got Avison's single. Oh, is Avison on a dating site now? All right, Avison single, blue 2 generic, 2/3 human soldier. I thought Avison was a angel. Or is this the creature, or is this the soldier she was dating? Whatever. Okay, Avison single enters the battlefield. If you control 2 or more trees, sacrifice Avison single. That doesn't even make any sense. And are trees like a creature type? I guess tree folk is. A gong sounds past concerts in their world is a shape to bait behind to be stitched. Yo, Avison, word on the street is Avison single. Once she saw some trees, she bolted from that last relationship. Does forest count as 3 or more trees? Oh yeah, I guess so. Maybe it depends on how many forests that are in play. But you have to control the trees. How many trees in that forest you played? I don't think we're counting the art. That'd be a little bit too bizarre. I once had a friend that played a mountain with snow on it, but wasn't technically a snow-covered mountain, and they were trying to use it to enable snow-covered creatures. And I'm like, that doesn't work. Like, there's literally lands called snow-covered mountain, but they thought all the art needed was snow on it to be enabled. Tommy's like, Rule 34 Avison. Let's not go there yet. Who knows what goes on in this AI-generated world? We're seeing the curated the cards. Just don't play green, I guess. All right, well, I think it's doable. If you control 2 more trees, I assume this means tree folk. I don't know. It's either doable or it's not doable based on, like, if trees are an actual card type. Yes, tree folk stealing girlfriends. Or pushing them away. Anyway, alright, moving on. Kumo, the Blumbers. Black, 2 generic for a 4/4 human pirate. This is like Mad Max looking. Alright, legendary creature, human pirate. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put that card into its owner's head. Oh my god. I thought this was going to be like an okay card for a second, and then all of a sudden, it's beyond broken. So basically, no one can do anything anymore. And also, even if you had something that was uncounterable, it doesn't matter. Oh, unless, I mean, you could have infinite cast triggers. I guess an Ulamog could destroy this. You play Ulamog, you get your cast trigger, and then there's actually a few ways of beating this card. If Emrakul is legal, you could continuously play Emrakul, get a bunch of extra turns, and just try to attack for the win. Yeah, it doesn't counter the card, so they can constantly cast the same card. But wait, the spell does not resolve. It goes back into your hand. That's how that type of effect works. It's, put the card into its owner's hand, yeah. It should really say return the card to its owner's hand, or I think. I just love the sound of Blumbers. The Blumbers. And here's all their blumbering zombies in the background. Toilet Duck is like, danger, it's ship. Pure chaos. Okay, I actually think this is... I think it's broken. There's no way you can let this thing resolve. Like, once it's on the board, no one can do anything. You can get so far ahead of everybody else, and they're just basically doomed. Some people think it's Zybers, though. I know, yeah, finally Black has a way of having, like, something pseudo-counterspell-like. I love the part where he said Blumber and blumbered all over them. Get rid of the second ability and ship. It looked like a real normal card for a second. And then it showed its true colors in the second half. Okay, we got the card tops of Emrakul for 0 mana. 0 mana is not a very Emrakul-like card. Sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's like a free regrowth. Now, but it's not for any card. There's gotta be a way you break this. 0 mana to bring a creature back from the graveyard to your hand. But I don't know how. 0 mana. I mean, 0 mana usually a danger. But also it's just for creatures, so maybe it's doable. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's Noxious. It is Noxious Revival. Okay, that's a really good point in Trunic. So there is a card for 1 green Phyrexian. Oh no, but it puts it on top of your library. It doesn't put it into your hand. This is very different. Yeah, I want to know how to break it. Oh, Storm Deck? No, but it's a creature. And you have to have a target for it. Oh, and I have a super chat here. Michael! Loving the Yoshi's Island music. You're welcome. Here, I'll give you a Yoshi's Island sound effect for that. If you love Yoshi's Island so much. Free way to get a creature back for literally every deck. Yeah, but like you still need a target. You know what? Personally, I don't like cards like this. I would rather just have a random creature in my hand to put on the battlefield. Because if you have a hand of this sort of stuff that brings cards back from the graveyard, then you don't have a board at all. It's not reanimate because it brings it back to your hand. I think it's doable. I think we can ship it. It might Zyber in the right deck. I won't play it though. Oh, we got someone who can play hoop. Finally, the rats. Who said you need to be tall to play basketball? Not this rat. Sakashima, the baller. For red 3 generic, 1/1. Oh, please let this be playable. Black 2 generic. Sakashima baller gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Print it. Ship it. Yeah, look at him, lol. Alright, what is the heart of the sooth leads to her about when and the other hands had on their order white sails to preserve her own steel. That's right. That's the WNBA for you right there. Make it a common. Yeah, it's a little underwhelming for an uncommon, I guess. A little expensive, but it's fine. It's a bad draft card, but great weird flavor. It's gonna dunk on some people. I pay 3 mana to turn into LeBron. Full disclaimer, I don't know anything about basketball, so if I said anything that was weird, well, that explains it. Nikachu, couldn't find any playlists of yours or Brother Duo episodes. You plan on making one like that? I do not. They're just random episodes. But he should show up eventually. He was on a few trips lately, so he hasn't been around. Okay, should have reach? Oh, that would be great. That would be perfect. Anyway, we're going to ship the Sakashima baller. Okay, Reggie, Doid, Conclusps. We have a 5 generic. What the hell? 43? Hey, but still 5 mana. You gotta pay it. So you can kill. Finally, we can kill someone in 1 shot in Commander with regular damage. It's a Vidalcan Rogue. This would instantly be like a regular creature. This would be a staple in every Commander deck, I think. It can die to Lightning Bolt, which is very funny. Okay, Vidalcan Rogue. When Regidoid Conclusp enters the battlefield, creature target player controls get +1/+0 until end of turn. Oh yeah, that balances out right there. Okay, I get a 40 power, 3 toughness creature. You get +1/+0. That's a quality right there. Get clusps. Oh yeah, get conclusps. Just bolt it. Well, if you have it. This thing is rigged. Reggie, what are you doing? I don't know. To the Zyberia? I don't think... That does not Zyber with me. Target player you can pick yourself. Yeah, when enters a battlefield, creature target player controls. Get +1. Oh, I think you target the player and then they target the creature. I guess that's what it does. Just needs trample. No, it does not need trample. Even if you target an opponent, it would wear off before they could attack. That's true. Unless you cast this thing at instant speed, which you might want to do. Rotboy is like, wait a minute. This doesn't look like a Vidalcan. Yeah. How did this Vidalcan get so strong? It literally literally looks like it could defend for more than it can attack. But whatever. Yeah, imagine this with Kragan. Would it? Oh yeah, the Kragan with Cremator. It like you discard a card at random. I thought it was equal to its converted mana cost, not its power. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, defeated. Where? It looks familiar somewhere. Anyway, hard no. Absolutely not. It danger. Okay, we got Hex. The stronghold make a Mirrodin's eyes were no Centane of your divage. Your divage. Okay, so it's a white 1 generic Laza Scout. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, destroy another permanent. Oh. There we go for the enchantment decks. As long as you've Beebled, that card's becomes your starting list tapped. That make no sense at the second half. Man, the enchantment players, all you enchantress fanatics out there, you're like, oh yes! This is the enchantment card we've been looking for to become playable. Then all of a sudden, the second half, not doable. So definitely not playable. Dies as soon as it ETBs. Oh yeah, it's a creature with like no power toughness. Oh, very not playable. Chaos ensues. Yeah, the chaos, exactly. Toilet Duck got it. Chaos ensued on the second part, so not doable at all. Teano, the Redeemer. We got a white 5 generic 2/2 elf warrior. Okay, with flying. Teano, the Redeemer enters the battlefield. Or when Teano enters the battlefield, gain control of target land until end of turn. Teano, the Redeemer has trample as long as you've completed a dungeon. Other Eldrazi creatures you control get +1/+1. This is getting really random. And when Teano, the Redeemer enters the battlefield, it deals 7 damage to any target. Whoa! Okay, now it's 6 mana. We gotta give some credit to the AI here. All these abilities make sense. You know, chaos didn't ensue from top to bottom, and there's 5 abilities here. Hey, the Eldrazi, yeah, them Eldrazi's need a +1/+1 Lord. So pathetic. That Emrakul is a little bit too weak being a 15/15. Not on flavor. Well, who knows? Maybe the Eldrazi have taken over their brain. This looks like an angel to me, not an elf warrior. Actually 5. Sorry, it's actually 6 mana. All abilities are 2 OP. And they're, well, the last one is, but for 6 mana, it's not too bad. 6 mana, like, it's basically a weird Flame Tongue Kavu. It's a white Frankenstein card, but I mean, it does make sense, I guess. It don't make sense, but everything doable. So we're gonna give it a pass, weirdly enough. 6 mana for 7 damage and flying body isn't terrible. It's a 2/2 creature, it's pretty pathetic. Goddish says print it, so we gonna print. It's basically being expert at nothing but good. Yes, it's a jack of all trades, but master of none. That's Teano the Redeemer for you. They're trying to redeem themselves. Okay, we got the Silver Mole. A 2 generic artifact. When Silver Mole enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. So for Phyrexian blue, so you could effectively do this 20 times in Commander. Add red mana, spend this mana only to cast artifact spells. That is interesting. Pay life for mana. And that's a lot of life, mind you. Or you can convert blue mana to red mana, and you can only use it to cast artifact spells. You guys think it dangerous? Everyone thinks it dangerous. I don't get it. So I guess, okay, I get it. It's like turn 1 Soul Ring, Silver Mole, pay 20 or like 38 life, play a bunch of other artifacts, and blow your opponent up. Someone says it's Abzo loves it. Doesn't tap, shred. No, it does not. Wow, you guys hate this card. What are they gonna do? What do you do? Phyrexian mana was already broken. Now you can use it on any artifact. It's 2 life per mana. Would be broken in half a second. How do you break this card? And here we go. Eric says, I don't think it much dangers. But I don't know. So Treasonous Ogre exists. I say it's fair. Oh yeah, no, once per turn. No, you can do it multiple times a turn. Like you can add like a billion mana to your mana pool if you want. But you can only play artifacts off of this. Nothing else. What are you gonna do? Play more mana? the one ring off Ancient Tomb and this in Legacy. Oh, this would be a pretty good card in Legacy. But hey, your life total is a serious resource. Don't screw it over. Turn 1 Blightsteel coming right up. Yeah, and then they'll just, like, Path to Exile it or something. It's an artifact channel, super danger. Yeah, but you have to pay twice the life. And you can only play artifacts. That's it. You can't play anything else. You play your Solemn Simulacrums. I guess if there's a way to, like, gain life and keep playing artifacts, I guess that breaks it. Okay, Phyrexian mana was already broken. Now you can use it on any artifact. Basically turns every artifact into Phyrexian mana costed ones. You can play up to 20 mana worth of artifact in a turn for free. What are you gonna do with it? Alright, I'm gonna just have to trust you all. It's broken. I think it's interesting. But I'm a sick, crazy guy. Alright, moving on. We got Chiron, Spectral Champion. It's a red, black, 2 generic, 5/4 zombie time! It's zombie time, people! I don't have a good zombie sound effect. Alright, it's a 5/4 flying creature? The zombies, when it's zombie time, they'll be flying. Okay, you can unearth it for 4 mana. When Chiron Spectral Champion enters the battlefield, destroy target non-black creature. It's doable. There's nothing wrong with this card. I don't know if... What's funny is time is now a creature type. Zombie is a creature type, so is time. Kinda has a big UTT. I don't know what that means. Michael Jackson would be proud. Very fair. Kinda basic. It's a bit pushed. I don't think so. Like, it's a 4 mana 5/4 flyer. Is that really that push these days? And you can blow up a creature. It's like Chalupa Cabra. You know what? For Commander, I don't think it is that broken. It's totally fine. Random blue mana pinned on an unearthed cause. Yes. Gives you the excuse to play blue in your Commander deck if you make this your Commander. 10 out of 10 card. Audio Evil is a huge fan of it. All right. Spectral Champion. And there's no time like zombie time. It passes. Zybers for... Zybers... It's doable for some, Zybers for many. The Rootwater Fist! Hit you with my Rootwater Fist. Blue, green, 2/2 human monk. He's ready to punch you. What's going on with his other arm, though? It's like an alien-looking thing. Ooh, that's disgusting. Okay, other spider creatures you control get +1/+1. This is half human, half spider. Whenever a party creature you control attacks, you may gain 2 life. So, what is it? Wizard, cleric, something else. I can't remember what the party creatures are. Wizard, cleric. Yeah, party time for spiders. Party time for the zombies! And now it's party time for human spiders. Mechanically fine. I think it's okay. And here you go, you have your spider lord. Got a lot of lords here. Wizard, cleric, rogue, warrior. There we go. I can never remember them all. It's a weird party, in my opinion. What's up with their weird hand? I guess it's happening in front of their eyes. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna look at more crazy wild AI generated cards, but we gotta thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. What is the deal of the week this week? I don't think it's Ice Age block singles this week. Gotta refresh this thing. Deal of the week, save 15% off all Mirrodin block singles. If you want to play your, that artifact that gives you mana to play all your artifacts for 1 Phyrexian mana, you can play all of them with, what, Arcbound Ravager, Krark-Clan Ironworks, Dark Steel Forge. That's interesting. Mirrodin block singles, the artifact set. Well-timed, Fusion Gaming, well-timed. And don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases, because it saves you money and it supports the channel. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online. Your ability to play any format, Pioneer, Modern, Vintage. If you want to play those crazy formats, you're best off by renting the cards from Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or use coupon code Nikachu_1YA for 10% off your first 2 months. All right, back to the wild nonsense that is AI generated world. Absent single now. Yeah, that's what everyone needs to know. That's the word on the street. All right, Cleansing Shadow. A green 4 generic legendary enchantment. Protection from blue. They're all the green cards have protection from blue. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 9 or more life, you lose the game. What? Why? I mean, so I guess they tried to balance this stupid card. This is like, so would you want to donate this thing to somebody? You can't even donate it. Well, I mean, you have to donate with a red card or something. You can't donate with actually literally. So it literally has protection from blue, so you can't donate it. Yeah, no gaining life. Only for you, though. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 9 or more life, you lose the game. Do not play food in this deck. Yeah, don't. This card actually does nothing. It's a legendary enchantment that has protection from blue, and that's it. Like, that's its ability. It just has protection from blue. So I guess the objective is you have to donate it with a red card and then make them gain a bunch of life. Yeah, you have to donate it with red. That's the only way you can make this playable. But it's doable. All right, it's doable, so it passes. You can counterspell a card with protection from blue. That's true. Protection only applies once in play. True story. Well, it helps a little bit with devotion. It's just double green. If it was like quintuple green, I would understand. Most ballads green card. Yeah. Harmless offering. Here, please take my cleansing shadow. It'll cleanse you really good. Like laxatives. Alright, infuse for a white 1 generic sorcery. Peach up to 1 target creature. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by the creature this turn. If the spell was kicked, instead skip their stare those cards. Chaos ensues. Kicker 3. Okay, I'm gonna kick. I can kick 3, just stare at my opponent's cards. Otherwise, I can't. Yeah, there you go. The peach. Peaches! What is that ability even supposed to mean? Peach, a new food type. Peach up to 1 target creature. I guess you convert. It's got a peach in the art. I guess you either you offer a peach or you turn a creature into a peach. Maybe a new form of peach. Oh god, everyone with the Peaches song. Yeah, Bowser. Bowser going crazy. What an awful plot line. Like, they're just trying too hard for the plot to make sense in the Mario movie. If you kick the spell, the enemy can't look at them. You can't look at the cards. If the spell was kicked, instead skip their stare those cards. Otherwise, I'm normally allowed to stare. You throw Peaches, and if you hit the card, it effectively activates. You people are trying too hard. The fruit in the picture also kind of looks like a peach. Well, it's supposed to be. Look, the AI tries to copy what the card does, you know. Now's the year first peach is a jolly peach. Alright, not doable. Frankly, stupid. Not at danger, but not doable. Okay, we now know what the GOAT of all cards are. It's the Tactics of GOAT Strakgiri. It's a white, green, red, black, 1 generic sorcery. You may have Tactics of Goats. Strakgiri's owner may cast this spell an additional time. So we can do this twice, if that matters. I can tap this sorcery. It's already looking pretty bad. Target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That man-up is match. You really are the GOAT if you can somehow... I guess if you can reanimate this from your graveyard into something, then maybe it works. Tristan! First time making it live to an AI show since my new work schedule. Love the AI shows. You're welcome, Tristan. Welcome back. I'm sure you never left. You just haven't been live. Do you pay for the second cast? No, you, Actually, you're right. Maybe you have to cast it twice. I don't know why you would want to. Yeah, tap that sorcery. What a stupid card. The AI, they've never played a game of Magic the Gathering before. They're like, why can't sorceries and instants tap? Why has no one ever thought of this before? That's free real estate. But us Magic players who actually have played this game, it doesn't make any sense on it. Zybers for confusion. Tapping a sorcery? Dude, yeah, exactly. Imagine pulling this as your mythic rare. That man-op is a match. That's a match. Look at all the goats in there. Billy Goat Gruff. All right. Cumber of Skbol. White 1 generic aura enchant creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, Cumber of Skbol deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. It's playable. I don't really have anything to say about this. This looks like Dwight Schrute for some reason. I'm getting Dwight Schrute vibes in the right corner here. I'm getting James Bond vibes on the left, Dwight Schrute on the right. I don't know why they're in the same room, but the AI has made it so. It is a very cumbersome card, actually. If you move your upkeep, it deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. That's it. It's basically like a world enchantment, but on an aura. It doesn't really make the creature better. This is interesting design space, at least from the AI's perspective. Like, why don't we have generic enchantments that we can just put on creatures, and the cost is that the creature could die. Like, that's the risk you use by putting the aura on it. But it's like a pretty powerful enchantment by itself. Oh, I get it. You're giving it license to kill the creature. License to kill, 007. Abzo thinks it's Zybers. Bond had to infiltrate the office episode. He needed more information. He was trying to get information about them Russian spies, and then what ended up happening, he realized he was in the wrong building. So all this found Dunder Mifflin, I don't know, paper receipts. Nikachu, I think this is Barnadick Cumberspole. Whatever. Okay, it passed, in my opinion. It Zybers a little bit. I think it Zybers a little bit. Okay, in Ayate's City, a red 2 generic instant. Starting with you, each player votes for flying for the rest of the game. What does that even mean? Like, where's my sound effect? Each player votes for flying for the rest of the game. You mean you actually fly, or does everything fly for the rest of the game? Yeah, more voting. Voting for what, though? I feel like I'm voting for nothing. Flying for... Yeah, we finally have we have competition to, what is the other guy? So on one, we have one party. Yeah, Deeply. So who's for Deeply and who's for Flying? Flying is the other person. We have this is a 2-party system in the multiverse. So far, two parties. Flying versus Deeply 2024. Rigged vote. Deeply or Flying? Who's going to win? Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna pass just for that. Imagine this. President Flying. So we're thinking it's a mechanic, but really it's just the last name. Just like Deeply. Yes, but is Deeply Dippy? I don't know. New card I have to make, yeah. Someone needs to make a President Flying and a President Deeply. Or I guess they're all candidates or whatever. We need to know what their political views are. What are they going to do for the multiverse? What are they going to do about, the Eldrazi and the Phyrexians? We're going to build an army to beat those Phyrexians. But then maybe one party's going to be like, no, we have to join the Phyrexians. Look, it's pointless to try to fight. We're all gonna lose if we fight them. We need to be unanimous with the Phyrexians. Maybe they're deeply secretly a Phyrexian themselves. Oh, anyway, okay, you have to vote for Flying. Yeah, make Flying great again. Either a deep hole or high in the sky. Wow! Yeah, that's right. Man, I love the meta of the AI is going deep here. We're gonna build a Phyrexian and we're gonna make the Eldrazi pay for it. Eldrazi paid for in their own blood, or Eldrazi blood. Alright, Flying equals wins. Yeet the table into the air. Deeply wins. Bury all the cards. Yeah, one's going low, one's going high, or they fight low, fight high. All right, moving on. We got Satyr Shadowmoof. The white 2 generic instant, as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3. That's fine. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Each opponent's life total becomes the number of attacking creatures. Wild! I am not lived one of the world. I sustain fur. So hold on, wait. If I don't attack with anything, you just die. Each opponent's life total. So if I just play this on my first main phase, it's over. I just kill everyone at once. Life total becomes the number of attacking creatures. I don't have any. For the low cost of 3 men and sacking a little, like a mana dork, I could have this out by turn 2. Yeah, instant death. Instant win. Doesn't Zyber, it danger, for sure. It's the most it danger card of today. Play this when no creatures are attacking, ultra danger. Broken, so broken. Yeah, no attacking is better than actually attacking. It moves. Easy way to sustain fur. All right. Hard no. F that card. Never happening. Oh, we got World Satyr. That's an adventure card. Okay, we have a white 2 generic. There's no creature side to this thing. So, oh, it's enchantment with an adventure. Do those cards even exist? I think all the adventure cards were creatures. So this is a pretty unique idea by the AI. Alright, so the sorcery side is, you may reveal this card from your opening hand. The shapes on the bottom of your library. Chaos ensues! And it doesn't do anything. So I can just pay a green. Well, I mean, I can reveal this from my opening hand, and the shape on the bottom of your library, period. Anyway, the enchantment part is creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn. You got a little bit of an anthem there. So it's effectively like they're both sorceries. Hold on, how do you get until end of turn on an enchantment? Yeah, how does an enchantment go on an adventure? How does an enchantment even have an ability only once? So, like, basically on the next turn after that, like, what, this ability doesn't exist anymore? It's just there for nothing? I'm seeing shapes. The World Satyr, more like World Salatier? I don't know what that means. How in the world an enchantment with an until end effect works? It doesn't. Alright, not doable. Also not Zyber. Also probably doesn't vote for deeply. Alright, so Cloud Scout Geist, a blue, 1 generic. 4/2 Human Artificer. Other spirits you control get +1/+1 and have whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Get out of here! Get out of here! This is like the ultimate spirit lord. Whenever a creature deals, and it's like, okay, spirits get the lord effect, but then like, oh no, yeah, oh, and the spirits also get this ability. So you have to put this Human Artificer in a spirits deck. All right, I'll just throw 1 damage at you. It basically turns everything into an assassin. It turns every creature into what's her face. The creature deals damage and instantly kills you in 1 shot. Fair card, Spirit needs it, yeah. For the Spirit fam, the Spirit squad out there. Spirits could also fly. You better believe spirits would be voting for flying. They'd be voting for flying in 2024. Spirits would love it. Phage, yeah, that's right. It's basically, this could be Phage in disguise. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Flavor of overclocking any spirit into Doomsday Weapon. Anyway, that's hard pass from me, fam. Coffee crew. Okay, we got Tajik, Moon, Wind, both. White 2 generic, 1/3 vampire. Partner with Pair, whoever Pair is. Okay, we have Artifact. When Tajik, Moonwind both enters the battlefield, draw a card for each zombie card in your graveyard. Holy moly. So it's a vampire. And vampires and the zombies, they work together pretty well. Like, they're not bad. Tajik, Moonwind both can't be blocked. Well, not that it even matters. It's a 1/3 creature. Who cares? Why is this not a peach card? Because this is, sort of looks like some sort of weird turnip in their hand. Ephemerate this. Oh yeah, I draw like billions of cards. So step 1, mill cards into your graveyard. Get them zombies there. Step 2, play. Oh, and this is your commander. Oh, but if it's your commander, how many zombies will you have? I mean, there are some white zombies, but not many, and they're pretty crappy. So you might not want. Or hold on, you get to have partner with Pair. Do we have Pair? I don't see Pair around here. I guess this is supposed to be a pair. Amonkhet Zombie Tribal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Orzhov zombies. Hope hair is black, so you have some black. Yeah, otherwise it's very awkward. I mean, you don't need to have it as your commander. What's wrong with, like, playing this and drawing, like, 20 cards? Because that's effectively what it's going to do. It might be awkward, though. Because you have to, well, maybe in Commander it's not awkward. You, like, mill, I don't know, 30, 40 cards to get enough zombies in the in your graveyard. Then you cast this, draw, like, 20 cards. Very doable. And I think some people would consider this Zyber. Is today Fruit Day or something? I don't know. AI learns what fruit is. And all of a sudden it's incorporating it in everything. Okay, we got the Heir. The Zajan's Heir. A white 4 generic 1/1 bear. That is the smallest bear for that mana cost. Tap, choose a color. Spells you cast cost red more to cost. Okay, but why? The scientists were so preoccupied on whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. That's effectively what there's no point to this card. Yes, let's just make everything more expensive and clunky for me. And not for anyone else. Yeah, why choose anything? Not a grizzly bear. That sort of looks grizzly-like. Pear, bear, heir, where? There. It's turning into a Dr. Seuss rhyme. The AI does, the AI don't. Flexing, or hold on. Red AI, blue AI, big AI, small AI. Yeah, for 5 mana, you get, for the low cost of 5 mana, you get all of this. You get a 1/1, we have a 1/1 bear in the color of white for some reason. And you get to choose colors and make things more expensive. All hail bear. Yeah, bear! Bear for heir. The new bear. We have a new king. And it is the Zajan's bear. We got the monarchy competing with democracy between potential candidates, President Deeply and President Flying. White because he's royalty. I guess so. Great for shoot your own foot tribal. If such a thing exists. Is there any way? Yeah, but can he beat Deeply? Probably not. Anyway, I think that. Okay, well, I mean, the card is real, but it's a bit stupid. It's like not. It's never gonna be a. No one would play that card. Oh God, I just see it. This just hits me in the corner of my eye. We have Guardian's Breath, a green 1 generic sorcery. Creature tokens. You may add. Ugh, that doesn't make any sense. What is this? 12 red mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Chaos ensues. I think chaos ensues big time. Danger! I don't know. Does it danger? I think... Like, I don't even know what it does. Does it give them this ability? Or for every token that enters the battlefield, we get that much mana? Like, what does this even mean? The tokens are playing now. The tokens are busted, is somehow. Creature tokens, you may add... Like, do we sacrifice them? Do we tap? Do we just announce that we get this mana? No, you just also add mana. Creature tokens, you may add... So, I guess, like, whenever we get a creature token, it adds that much mana. That's broken. Yeah, someone broke treasures. Or any token... No, it has to be creature tokens, actually. Token, yeah. I play my tokens. I get a Blight. You need to play 1 token to get a Blightsteel Colossus. Okay, Pedgeman says you don't get the mana. The token do. They are the players now. Oh. Which is useless. Because the tokens have nothing. They have no cards in hand. Basically, it's mana for nothing. Unless the token has an ability. Maybe that's how it works. Create tokens, create a bunch of red mana. I don't know. I don't think this card makes sense to me. I'm scrapping this damn thing. The tokens get the mana, but it's pointless. They can't play the game. All right. What is going on here? Oops. Gonna get closer. Nope. What is going? Can we more or less read this? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I have to do this. Okay, we got it. Okay, synchronized form. For 3 generic, it's an artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may transform synchronized form. Okay, that's easy enough. Then it turns into the Kephant of Glist. It's a land that adds a generic mana. Pay 2, tap. Copy target spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Kefant Glist. Ah, stupid. It sounded like it was going to be cool, and then it just didn't end up making any sense. 2 mana tap. You may return Kefant of Glist to its owner's hand. That is pointless. This thing didn't even do anything. Copy target spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard. Yeah. No. I've read enough. And it's absolutely pointless. It don't do anything. It's not doable. We got a super chat. We got Richie Dubs here. Hit that like button, everyone. Yeah, and the subscribe. I never ask anyone to hit the like or subscribe. Are you subscribed? Are you subscribed to Deeply or Flying? You hit that subscribe for Deeply and Flying. Show your support. Hit that like for Deeply. Hit that subscribe for Flying. Okay, we got a green, black, 4 generic Casta the Shadow Doom. Now that's a sick name. Okay, we have it's a 3/3 Phyrexian Chand. Really close to a Chad. It's a legendary creature. You may choose not to untap Casta the Shadow Doom during your untap step. Is there any benefit to this? Okay, we have a black 1 generic tap. Put a +1/+1 counter on Casta the Shadow Doom. So I probably want to untap my Casta Shadow Doom. We also have for 6 mana, create an XX colorless construct artifact creature token where X is the greatest name. XX, where X is the greatest name. I guess that's why it's got a big name, using up as much space as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You got an Asmarana Marty Cadastra Kuldakar on the battlefield. Them construct tokens gonna be big. Yeah, the name is 18, so 18. I guess so. Well, well, whatever. Does this make sense? It's barely doable. Just barely. Deeply is the greatest name. But Deeply, not a very long name. My name is 99, and I'm the greatest. I choose my name. I'm sure Nikachu is the great. Is that what they're actually saying? What the greatest name is? Where X is the great. I just assumed. Oh, okay. So you guys are looking at it like qualitatively. I'm just thinking of like whatever has the most consonants in it, or not most characters in the name. I vote for Alexander the Great, the greatest name. Adam pledges their loyalty. The Deeply would be a funny silver border card. All right, we shred it. That last ability don't make sense. Also, this first ability is pointless. Let's try to protect your stuff that destroys untapped creatures. Aspluniot Mold. Yeah, don't touch that mold. This looks something out of it's not Spirited Away. It's one of those Miyazaki movies with they're the little forest creatures. Guess they were mold all along. Green 3 generic instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice any player. Impossible. Anyway, it doesn't even do anything. The whole point of the card is just sack someone else. All right, who am I sacrificing here? Maybe you? Maybe you? Maybe you. Oh no, chaos about to ensue. Well, it's sort of legal. My play group has a few sack I'd like to make. I feel like AI loves to put other XXX you control on a creature that isn't XXX. Oh, always. MTG's version of the Shadow Realm. Mulligan to Mold. Where is this? Mulligan to Mold deck OP. Or you have to tutor for it too. Did I miss some super chats, but still have a good day. I missed maybe Rob Boy. Don't worry, I get them one at a time. Love you, Nikachu in chat. I love you too, Rob Boy. Rob Boy would vote for Deeply. Gotta go deep under that earth. Them zombie players are all about the Deeplies. The forest spirits are from... That's what I was thinking of. Thank you so much, Pejman. I was thinking of the forest spirits from Princess Mononoke. Should have just named the card Glock .45. Basically. Anyway. Too broken. Way too broken. You're sacking players here. It's funny, you're not even getting any benefit. The benefit is you just sack your opponent. Imagine in a one-on-one game, someone plays Asplanaut Mold. Okay, Asplanaut Mold. Oh, good game. All right, you got me. I wonder why wonder why this card isn't banned. Okay, we got the Peatly of Advantage. It's a green tooth. What? Finally, we have power and toughness in the loyalty box. Okay. It's a giant warrior. -6. Take 2 target non-land permanents with flying. Take 2 target non-lands. You just take 2 of them. Take them. It does target. All right, so it's just an alternative way of saying you gain control of it. How do you even pay for it? So this loyalty doesn't go up. And on top of that, so this loyalty ability is useless. Creatures you control are players, gain 1 life. Creatures you control. Okay, I saw enough. It don't make sense. Yeah, how does loyalty increase? It doesn't. It's just there for show. I mean, what's it called? You can add counters to anything. Pejman says, I told you the token are now players. Yeah, the AI now thinks tokens are just like players that play the game. They've turned conscious. They become sentient all of a sudden. Proliferate. Yeah, that's how you get it up. But how would that even work with 2-3? What, does it become like a 3-4 after that? That is so weird. Yeah, Peatly take. Not doable. I agree. Okay, Peatly advantage. No advantage here. Whoa! What is going on? This card text. They had to squeeze the image down so we could fit more words. Okay, this is like one of those custom Magic the Gathering cards. They always like to fit as much words as possible on those. Okay, we have a white-green 2 generic Kessig Elemental. It's a Nightmare Fox Soldier, 5/5 creature. First strike, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a charge counter on Kessig Elemental. Sure, go for it. Remove 3 charge counters from Kessig Elemental. Create a 1/1 blue fairy artifact creature token with this creature can't attack or block. It's just there for show. Pay 2, regenerate the Kessig Elemental, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target player mill a card. When Kessig Elemental dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. This is like the first time I think a card has this many words, and they're all intelligible. When it dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. It's pretty good. Like, you got 5/5 for 4 mana with some weird abilities. And what's funny is it's got regenerate, but then even if you kill it, it comes back. This Kessig Elemental voted for deeply for sure. Yeah, it's basically immortal. You can't kill it when it's on the well, you have a hard time killing it while it's on the battlefield. And then if you do kill it, it comes back. Yeah, somehow doable. Oh, you guys think it's Zybers. All right, it's Zybers. That card of that is a wall of table flip because I'm not reading all that. Yeah, it's very nice. Congratulations, or I'm sorry. Proper effect for a mythic. Yeah, finally making mythics mythic. I voted for flying because it keeps coming back up. Everyone, there's a lot of the spirit players will always vote for flying. Flying for 2024. It's not regenerate, so avoids cards that prevent it, and the fairies are good sack fodder. Yeah, for something. The fox came back the very next day. The fox came back. I thought he was a goner, but the fox came back. All right, sweet card. Definitely Zybers, and it passes. All right, well, that's it for today. We had a lot of fun. And if you want to be part of the show, you got to be here Monday to Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank everyone for supporting the channel with your super chats. Also, everyone who's a member on YouTube, a patron on Patreon. But we also have to thank everyone who shows here, because you all Zyber. People like Blue Heart, Orange Heart, Audio Evil, Pacers fan, Steven, Zeke Fox, Gareth, Richie, Dubs, Can't Even Fly, Pejman, Erlin, Jesse, Steve, Abzo, Bread, Steven, Bulky, Wells of Darkness, Pacers fan, Zeno. Who else we got here? We got everybody, because the coffee crew, the people who show up, you guys are the real show. So as usual, keep bringing up them coffees, and we'll keep bringing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next